Welcome to ATP Customs. Today, what we're going to do is a review on this bed in a box kit we got from LMC Truck Parts. I've done a couple of videos on this truck that we were building, and I mentioned this kit in another video, but I think I should do a proper review on this so that some of you, if you happen to be looking at buying this, may save you some headache, because we definitely went through some headaches with this thing. So what you get is you get the bed sides, you get the front of the bed, you get all the cross braces, and the red part at the bottom is a side brace that all has to be welded in. You get a tailgate, you get all the wood floor, and all the hardware for it. And it all comes in one big wooden crate box. The fenders are separate. Now, apparently at the time you could not get a box side that was all pre-made, assembled. Apparently for the Fords you could only get this at the time when we ordered it. We did not know how much work it was going to be to put this together, and it is a lot of work. If you are wanting to build a truck like they did in the 40s and you want to do it all by hand, well, this box might be what you want to do. If your skills are limited and your tooling is limited, that kind of stuff, you may not want to go with this route. Hopefully you can find a bed or a box side that is completely assembled. But when you get this kit, none of these pillars are attached. You're supposed to weld all of those on. What we did was we used this new panel bond glue that they're using on the newer vehicles to adhere. And from what they told us was if you glue this thing on with that panel bond glue, if you try and tear it apart, the actual bed side will rip apart before that comes off. So we shall see if that's true. The other thing about this kit that was really not fun is all the bolt holes right there. That's for the inside of the fender where the fender bolts to. None of those holes are there. There is no template that comes in the kit. So you need to use your old original fenders and your original bed side and make a template to transfer it over to that. And then you drill all the holes, and then you have to hand file every hole to make it square for the bolts that they send. They send those little bolts that got the square inside on them, and you have to hand file every single bolt, both sides, all the way down. So that's a lot of work. And then these little holes are non-existent when you get it. You have to cut these after you mount this panel here. There's no template for any of this. Nothing. They literally leave you hanging. So instruction-wise, you get a fail on that, LMC. I think you guys could have done a little better with that. It should have had templates for sure if you're building something like this. I don't know why you would not make something as simple as a folding paper template to come with the kit. But the parts did fit really well once we got them all together. Everything lines up very nicely. So the quality in the parts is definitely there. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else we used that's LMC. The fenders are LMC. The doors, we used original doors on this truck because they fit so nice. But all the fenders are LMC in the box. So next, I'll throw these in just so you can see what the wood's like, and we'll have a look at quality of the wood that they send. I believe it's just pine that comes in the kit. Nothing crazy like oak. I'm not sure if there was options. There probably was. You could probably upgrade options to wood, but it was a sealed box all assembled. And you do have to weld everything together yourself, which is not a big deal. But there you go. That is an LMC bed in a box kit. Let's unpack the wood and throw it in there. Okay, so I have the wood bed in. It's all just sitting there, resting in, because I wanted to see how it fits. Now, when the wood bed got unpacked, we stained it right away so we wouldn't have a bunch of drying out and shrinking. And it has been sitting around for several months now, quite a few months. I'm going to say 8 to 10 months. And the wood is starting to warp a little bit and change shape. So that outside one definitely has a big wow when you get to the front. It's got a lot more space. The wood was actually cut on a bit of an angle. Their cuts were not very impressive at all. Some of them are straight on this end, some of them are not. The other end, most of them are cut crooked. The metal strips, you have to drill holes in all of them with no templates. And they're all a bit too long, so you have to cut all of them off. So you are going to spend a lot of time fixing little issues like that. If you are a business hoping to save money, this is going to consume a lot of hours. It would be a lot better to buy products that are, you know, perfect for this and are finished like the box bed sides. So, wood bed is just okay. I think you probably could have made these yourself and just ordered the strips that have holes, and might have made life a lot easier. But we thought we'd try it out and see what the kit was like, thinking it was a good idea. It does fit really nice, the rest of it. But I can't say I would use these. I may even have to actually buy new boards because some of them look like they're cut too short. So, if I got to buy new boards, LMC, you're getting a bad review. We'll see when it's done. And so the plan is, oh yes, and there's the tailgate. It was sanded down, and then there was a few little spots that were not acceptable, so just spot primed it and we'll get it ready. But we're just going to piece the truck together because I am not sure on a lot of these parts on where they fit, what they look like. There's a lot of interesting looking parts on a Ford like this that I have never seen before. So we're going to put the whole truck together and see what it looks like this week. Well, actually next week. Today is Thursday. And then we're going to tear it all apart and paint it all. And then put it together again. So there is your LMC bed in a box review today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe.